Legends! I'm not Cerberus and welcome back to the channel and to possibly what is going to be the shortest patch notes video I've ever done. Although that is likely through no fault of my own because, well, there's not really that much to talk about here. I mean, we have a new campaign ship, the Ochakov, however the bloody hell you meant to pronounce that. We have a new arrival in the Global XP store, Belfast returned to sale for St. Patrick's Day, buffs for Bismarck and Azuba, ranked sprint, changes to bureau, as well as a handful of new ships. Well, when it's like that, it does like a fair bit, but oh well, when you consider that a major part of the following update, the April Fool's event, is entirely missing from these patch notes. I mean, what the hell? Anyway, enough blabbering. Let's have a march through these notes, shall we? Starting with the campaign. This is your new campaign ship. It is a Russian Tier 7 light cruiser with 4 twin 152mm guns, 8 helicopter torpedoes, sonar, radar, fairly average HP, and concealment, as well as a fairly respectable 35 knot top speed. The campaign is 100 levels and will run from the start of the update until April 12th. Important note, the first set of Beta Havocs is only 6 days long rather than the usual 7, so you will need to factor that in when you're planning your time to play the game. We have the usual assortment of goodies associated with the campaign, which upon hitting level 100, following the purchase of the 2500 W added back in, should reward you with 105 rare boosters of various types, 126 camouflages of various types including the returning Victory Camouflage, 25,000 Global XP, 375,000 Commander XP, 2.5 million credits, 4 insignias, 40 promotion orders, 4 accommodations, 7 days of premium time, 750 doubloons, 9 winter big crates, 1 Russian commander crate, a patch plus its background, and T7 Russian cruiser Ochakov. And once again, it is noticeably missing a campaign store. This is now 2 updates on the trot where the campaign currency has been entirely omitted for the abomination of steel. I mean, who in their right mind would spend 2,500 steel on an insignia or 750 steel on 4 promotion orders? But I guess that is an entirely different topic and probably a video for another day. Incidentally, the Endless Trials have returned, with you being able to obtain a maximum of 1,225 steel should you complete buy the campaign on day 1 for 27,250 doubloons. Do be aware though, you will need to complete every daily and every weekly Endless Trial to achieve this. Alternatively, you'll be able to earn up to 700 steel in each of the 2 new seasons of Ranked this update. You know, the game mode that everyone loves and has such a pleasant experience and provides such positive feedback in Discord every time you play matches and get lumpy potatoes that not even mould would love to settle upon. But fear not, changes are afoot. This time it is Ranked Sprint, a special form of Ranked which takes place over single weekends only. Season 10, which is for Tier 4, will start at 7 AM UTC on March 12th and end at the same time on March 15th. Season 11 is for Tier 5. Sorry, wait a minute. Tier 5 again. I mean, really? Would it kill you to do another Tier 6 ranked at some point in the future? Maybe Tier 7, God help us. Or even Tier 3? What is the obsession with Tier 4 and 5 competitive modes? There's only so many times I want to take up Dunkirk, Warspite, Mahan, Julio Cesare, Kamikaze, Furitaka. I mean, come on, Wargaming. You've got 8 bloody tiers to play with. Why just stick to the same fucking 2? Oh, anyway, where was I? Oh, Season 11. Right. That starts at 7 AM UTC on March 19th, so it's the following week, and ends at the same time on March 22nd. The rules have changed, so do pay attention. It's 5v5 with a maximum of 1 destroyer per team. Divisions of 2 are allowed. 7 ranks and everyone starts at rank 7. Wins gain a star. Losses and draws lose a star. But every rank is irrevocable. So once you've moved up a rank, you are not going to go back down. You're only going to go up and down the actual rank itself. You're not going to go up to rank 4 and come down to rank 7. So yeah, that should be a fairly interesting change. And there's also no separate matchmakers, so somebody at rank 2 will be playing against people at rank 7, so do bear that in mind. Rewards are the usual assortment of camos, boosters, crates, patches, commander items, doubloons and global XP. Which, speaking of global XP, we finally have a new GXP ship in the store. Well, I'm returning one anyway. Odin, King Bingu's favourite ship, will be available for 750,000 XP. For those that don't know, Odin is the precursor design to the Shan Horse, but with bigger guns, more torpedoes and sonar, and at tier 7. Belfast is also returned to the store for a limited sale for St. Patrick's Day, but Wargaming didn't include further details in our advanced copy of the patch notes, so I know about as much to you guys at the time of recording about what this event for St. Patrick's Day is going to entail, but I would presume if it's anything like the Lunar New Year, it'll include some patches, some repulsive bright green camouflages, and probably some loot boxes. Speaking of British ships, you'll be able to fully research the British Royal Navy heavy cruisers and get your hands on the crown jewel of the tech line, the Albemarle, which frankly is a name I hate, but alas, Albemarle comes equipped with powerful repair party, 3 triple 203mm guns, torpedoes, sonar and radar, which may or may not come in useful when facing off against the 2 new, or should I say returning, legendary tier ships. Yes, we are getting, drum roll, oh, I've lost it now. Bugger, where is it gone? I've lost my script. Oh, control, undo. Oh god, I've lost my place now. Oh, there we go. Cut. Which may or may not come in useful, as gearing is returning to the... No, that's fucked up, that line. Let's take that again. Which may or may not come in useful, as gearing is returning this time to be permanently available as a bureau project. While you're at it, get your marshmallows ready, because everyone's favourite 12-gun fire-breathing zombie healing monster, Conqueror, is also coming out of his brief hibernation. You can expect these projects to be pretty similar to previous ones in terms of requirements, so there should be no real surprises. There's also 2 new premium ships being deployed to reinforce the Italian and Polish navies. Or rather, should I say, the Italian and Pan-European fleet. We have the Tier 6 Polish destroyer, Orkan, and the Tier 5 light cruiser for Italy, the Duca d'Aosta. And finally, in terms of ship content, we have Bismarck and Azuba buffs. Oh yes, they're getting buffed by popular request. Bismarck, her main accuracy is being improved by up to 3%. Her guaranteed ricochet angles for main battery shells is being increased from 60 to 65 degrees, which means that she'll be able to damage even more angled targets whose armour cannot be overmatched by 380mm shells. Yes, I'm reading this verbatim from the patch notes. So what? Shoot me. Penetration of the AP shells has also been increased by about 4%, which should lead to a few more citadels when shooting angled but penetratable targets. Penetrating. And for Azuba, Azuma's main battery accuracy has been improved by about the same 3%. Her rudder shift is decreasing from 13.9 seconds to 10.7 seconds. Hipper's gonna cream his knickers. And the angle at which the AP shells start checking for riches is increased from 45 to 50 degrees, which will increase the damage inflicted angled targets should they be insufficiently angled. God's sake, try saying that when you're drunk. Oh, also, the repair party now generates 20% more hit points per second. No word yet on when buffs for the German secondaries are coming, but it is also mentioned that they will be happening sometime in the future, so for now let's enjoy the improvements we've got and see what they bring to the table. While we're talking about balance, there's some tweaks to the spawn point for the Shards map, and the legendary tier ships are now getting their own specific starting spawn points. With the addition of Conqueror and gearing, the Bureau is getting some UI tweaks. To stop it looking so cluttered, completed projects will now be tabbed under a separate archive section, and some projects will soon become, quotation marks, deprecated, or no longer available to start. The first 2 projects to be deprecated will be the Legendary Anniversary from August, and the Red, White and Blue California project, which I believe started sometime in June. What that means is that by the end of the March update, if you have not started those 2 projects, you will not be able to start them in April. You will lose access to them, potentially missing out on California forever. So if you're a follower of the mantra, Big Thigh save lives, then you better get cracking and get that California before she disappears for good. But what Wargaming takes away from our freedom-loving cousins, they also give, with the introduction of a dedicated torpedo and stealth-focused US destroyer commander, introducing Albert Gleave, who will be available through the normal commander create rotation. While the full details weren't disclosed in the patch notes, I am allowed to reveal that his base trait increased the torpedo range by up to 6% at max rank, and he has a skill which at full mastery reduces the detection of your torpedoes by 200 meters, as well as improving your torpedo reload by 6%. And finally, the miscellaneous changes. Leftover icebreaker coins from the December update will be exchanged for 1,500 credits each. Map distribution is now equalised rather than favouring new maps, so maps such as Tears, Sea of Fortune, Sleeping Giant shall thank fuck be seeing less rotation, because getting Tears 7 times in a row was getting rather old. Minor tweaks to the ship markers on the minimap and the tactical map to make them more clear, and any XP that you have accumulated on your aircraft carriers from the airstrike event should now be added to the tier 1 ship of their respective nations. So, my thoughts. Well, my gut feeling for this patch note, or these patch notes, is it's one hefty dollop of, is that it? Off the back of arguably the most jam-packed update we've ever had, this is one decidedly meh update. Of course, I cannot pass full judgment because the April Fool's event details have been completely omitted from the patch notes in favour of an info dump on March 18th. They did tease it was going to be spatial. Ha ha ha. So I'm guessing it's going to be a tweaked version of one of the space battle modes featured on World of Warships PC. Hopefully it won't be an endless relentless grind for some poxy boxes, but we shall wait and see. I am really hoping that Conqueror hasn't returned wholesale from the January rental, because that thing was such a ridiculous meme it's not even funny. But I do wonder whether it fell into the hands of the broadside Yamato Brigade, brought its averages down a touch, so it's probably got to be just as strong as ever. Odin being added as a global XP ship is kind of bullshit in my opinion, because that means long-term players that have already got that ship from the campaign when it was reward still have nothing to spend their amassed XP on if they don't like Eugen, Gascon or Monarch. They're the three ones? Yeah, they're the three ones. As for ranked, well, I'm going to withhold my feelings on that one at the moment, because I don't want to trash it and say it's shit and the worst thing ever, only to fucking play the damn mode and actually enjoy it. Oh boy, did I eat some humble pie. And for the ship buffs, well, they're nice, but personally I didn't really think either ship was struggling, but I'll take them. I've got no issue with them. My main issue, however, is the Premium Destroyer, because, as has been the case of every single PC T8 Premium Destroyer, which then got added into Legends, Orkan has been crammed in at tier 6. For context, Benin was a tier 9, Cossack, the Terrible, Leningrad, Asashio, Ognivoy, and now Orkan were all tier 8s, crammed in at tier 6. Heck, Hidachi was a tier 7 on PC, retained its tier 7 status, and is one of the strongest destroyers in game. Is it really that difficult to give us something nice, a nice tier 7 premium destroyer, please? Who do we need to bribe for it? So we get a properly good premium gunboat, like a premium Akizuki or Cossack, the proper one, not that abomination. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like and subscribe button, it helps the channel out greatly. And I shall catch you next time. Take care, and bye for now.